Well, hello there, my friends, and welcome to yet another episode of the Ontario Skatepark Tour. It is the very start of November, and although a very foggy morning right now, it is supposed to go up to about 18 this afternoon and sunshine, or at least where we're heading, which is Bowmanville. And for some reason I thought Bowmanville had a newer skate park, and when I double checked on Google Maps the other night, I realized not a newer skate park. In fact, it doesn't look like a great skate park, but what can you do? So we're gonna go spend the day in Bowmanville, check out the skate park. I'm gonna take my dogs for a little walk and explore the town. Then tomorrow morning, we're gonna head out from the Walmart that I'm gonna sleep in tonight in the van, and we're gonna check out the original Pickering Park that I checked out years and years ago, and see if it's still there and what kind of condition it's in. And then Pickering got a brand new skate park. We're gonna check that one out too, and I can't wait to see what they've built in the new Pickering skate park. All right. I got a long drive ahead of me. I think I'm going to take the 407 toll highway. So that thing is very expensive, probably like 45 bucks for me to take this, but it will shave off about an hour of drive time in traffic. And at this point, leaving at around 11 in the morning, I think it's going to be worth it. All right, I will see you in Bowmanville. All right, we are here. Took about 2 hours and 15 minutes to drive all the way out here to Bowmanville, so not the shortest little trek out for a skate park. And it did, it got sunny for a few minutes, but then sadly, it's turned back to this. Super gray, super cloudy. Hadn't counted on this. So as you can see over here, we got a bit of a leaf problem in this park, and I think that's going to inhibit the session for today, not to mention that a bunch of the obstacles here have giant puddles in front of them. As I mentioned, I knew this wasn't the greatest park when I was on my way out here, but it's a park I want to hit because the goal is to hit all of the concrete skate parks. Oh man, not good, not good. Oh, what a leafy mess. Clearly nobody's going to be here today because I can't picture that anyone is skating this place at all. Oh man. I fear this may have been a wasted trip, but I'm going to make the best of it. So let's take you for the quick tour and then try and get a skate. What the fuck? Looks like I got a new fucking paint job. Bowmanville. What do you want me to say about this park? Oh man, sorry, but this park ranks in the worst skate parks I've ever been to. Mind you, this is an old park and things were built very differently 20 plus years ago. They didn't use coping. And as you can see, there's a crack along the lips of all the ramps, which to me tells me they poured the transition and then they poured what is supposed to be some sort of like coping made out of concrete on the top. I don't know. What can I say? I mean, it's just compounded by the fact that the whole park is covered in leaves right now and I'm slipping out everywhere. So I can't ding the park on that. But generally speaking, avoid this park. Don't bother. There's so many other parks in this area that are fantastic. I wouldn't even swing in. Sorry, Bowmanville. That's all I gotta say. I did have fun. I always have fun when I'm skateboarding. I could be skateboarding a curb. Am I right, people? Could be skating a curb and have a great time. But I go out of my way to come to these skate parks so that I can really enjoy myself and skate some quality kind of obstacles, and that is not what's here. All right, I'm gonna go take my dogs for a nice long walk and check out Bowmanville. And then I'm gonna hang out and edit some video, maybe watch a movie, and then crash out in a Walmart tonight so that we can hit Pickering first thing in the morning, and let's hope for a better result tomorrow. Better than at the skate park. Anybody ever hit this thing? Hi, little dude. Well, good morning everybody. We're here in Pickering and I had quite a pleasant stay in the parking lot at the Pickering Walmart last night. It's very quiet and I got a good rest, so I'm feeling ready to skate today, but unfortunately the park is not ready for me. We are at the original Pickering skate park. I don't know how old this is. I'm gonna guess 20 plus years, but I was here probably close to that, close to 20 years ago when I skated. And interesting park for sure. I'm gonna give you a tour in a little while of the skate park, and you're gonna notice that it's very similar, a lot of the same features and obstacles as we just saw in Bowmanville, but I would say this park is in much better shape. And I think they were just built in that era and probably built by the same manufacturer, if I'm not mistaken, because they're very similar skate parks. And I don't know if I'm actually going to skate this park today, and that's just because we're here in Pickering to check out the newly built Pickering skate park, and I'm excited to check that out. And I have been here before, so I'm going to come back after walking my dogs and take you for a tour of the skate park so you can see what's here. If you're in Pickering, it's definitely worth hitting both skate parks, I'm sure. But I just don't want to wait for the park to dry up this morning and waste too much time here. So after I walk the dogs, we'll come take a tour when the light has come up a little bit better. And then we're going to go and check out the new Pickering Park today. So, got a nice big park here today next to the skate park itself. So I'm going to go out there, take my dogs for a little walk while we wait for the sun to pop up. It's almost 8 o'clock in the morning and it's still pretty dark out. Well, that's November for you. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes back here at the park and I'll give you the tour. Alright, we're over at the new West Shore skate spot here in Pickering. And I will try and speak up because we're next to a busy road and there's quite a bit of traffic. And you can see, brand new, but lots of loving already happening here in the park already. You can see from all the marks on the ground that this has been well used. And I got to meet Scott today. So Scott runs the Spot of Dreams Instagram and one of the best websites for finding skate parks ever. And it was really good to see Scott today and finally meet him in person. We've talked a little bit over Instagram, but finally got to meet him in real life, as they say. And I will put a link, we'll put it up here. I'll put a link to his website, and basically Scott's been doing the same thing I've been doing. He's been traveling to parks for a long time and documenting the parks. He's doing it in a blog form, and he's got an interactive map, so you can bring this map up and it shows all the skate parks. you can click on the skate park, and then it takes you to, it links to his blog post where he's got photos. And this guy gets really in depth. I love this about Scott. He knows who made all the skate parks. He knows the era, like when they were built and all that kind of stuff. I don't really dive that deep in. When I bring it to the skate park, my goal is I want to get a skate in. I want to show you the park. So I'm here to show you kind of like what's here and what's happening so that you can get a view of the park and decide for yourself. Whereas Scott takes it that extra layer, you know, the iceberg memes that are all popular now. This guy's like deep into the iceberg. This guy knows the heights of all the ledges at the skate park. He knows who built it, who designed it, when it was built. So if you're looking for all the great nerdy details as a skateboarder, please check out his website. It's going to be indispensable as a resource for finding skate parks. But we found this one, and I want to get a skate going. The ground's still a little wet. I've waited almost 2 hours hoping for this to dry, so could be some little slip outs today, but what are you going to do? I'm here, and I don't have my entire life to wait for this to dry up. But what I will do is take you for a quick tour of the park, and then let's have a skate, shall we? Safe. Super good time here at the West Shore skate spot in Pickering. You know, thanks to the city of Pickering for putting the money in and the time and doing all the stuff they had to do to get this put in. Pickering now has 2 skate parks you can come check out. And overall, I think this park is absolutely wonderful. This is my favorite feature by far. I love a little bank to ledge. And the only critique I've got is it's tight. It's tight to carve in and hit the face of that. And then especially coming this way, coming in from this side or going out this side, you've got the ledge there, and that really takes off another 2 feet of possible rollout room or the way that you carve in. Other than that though, I really like this park. Super smooth. Well, it's brand new. It should be smooth, right? You know, all your basic features are here, so whatever you want to skate, if you're a street skater, come and kill it here. And there is a quarter pipe, and I put down a couple of tricks, but overall I would call this more of like a street style little plaza. Really good. If you're in the area, come on out, and huge thanks again to Scott for all the work he put in, advocating to get this park put in. If there's a couple of spots, like foggy spots in the lens, these little guys here, these are the lens covers for the GoPro 360. And the problem is, when it heats up, you get these little foggy patches in here, but without these things, if the camera tips over, I'm screwed. And if you remember way back earlier in the season, I was up in Scarborough, and the tripod tipped over when I hit it. And luckily the lens didn't hit hard enough. It made a tiny mark on it, but when I'm editing, I can see that damn mark when I'm editing. I know where it is on the lens, and it drives me crazy. So now I'm always using these, and they can sort of degrade the quality of the video a little bit, but the other option is if these lenses get smashed, that's an $800 camera down the tubes. All right, well, that's it from Bowmanville and Pickering, and one of my last little road trips out. I'm still contemplating next week's trip out to Campbellford and Brighton. I know the parks are kick-ass, but I just don't want this to happen again. I just don't want to spend a couple hours in the morning sitting around waiting for things to dry out. So it depends. Sometimes if the temperature drops enough and stays consistently low, I mean, it sucks to skate in the cold, but that lower temperature will keep this from happening, will keep the condensation down in the park. So we'll see, but I still have a couple more episodes planned for the Ontario Skatepark Tour, so hopefully we still get out a few more times here in November. Otherwise, hey, we've got a couple more weeks of good weather. Hopefully this gets you off your ass, get off the couch, grab your skateboard, get out, check out a new park yourself. Every community in Ontario, it seems like, has a skate park now, so don't waste any more time, man. Get out, check out some of these parks. Maybe check out a really old park before it gets demoed and you just don't get the chance to check it out. All right, check out Scott's blog if you want to know where all of the skate parks are. If you want to see a video, walkthrough version, then you can check out my videos, and I'm getting close to getting most of the parks here in Ontario. But other than that, I'm going to call it a day. Lots of footage to edit and a long drive back to Hamilton. So I shall see all of you in the next video.